From ice and bone, the wind carries on. The sands of time, the sun hath shone. For lush green leaves make shade at last, till darkness comes to claim their past.
I don't have my character sheet open.
Oh my god. A crime.
Do you want to hear something really dumb about my
Yeah.
laugh?
Yeah.
Always.
So I went up and visited my brother and his wife and their little babies, and one of them is like 2 or 3, like 2 and some. And then her and I were like playing like arts and crafts or whatever, and she started doing this thing where she was laughing really hard, but then like in the middle of her laughing, she would start going yug 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 yug, and I was like, hey bro, like why is your child doing this noise? And he was like, I don't know, she's never done that before. And it took us like a couple of hours, and we realized she was doing it with me whenever I laughed, and I think she's mocking my deep annoying laugh, my weird guttural father laugh. And then she's just like yug yug yug, and I was just like, after I realized that, I was like, you're a little sass bag, like I see how it is.
That's so cute, though.
Oh, it was so fucking cute, but I was like, how very dare you? Because we were like, why is she doing this? Oh,
She's mean.
she's rude.
I wonder where all my dice are.
Oh my god.
Oh, I think they're on my couch. I think they're under all my laundry.
Yug 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 yug.
Yug, 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 yug.
It does sound a lot like my real laugh, which sucks to find out.
I mean, sometimes, yeah. So how's everybody been the last couple weeks?
I'm sleepy.
Yeah.
Cool. We're getting content.
You're made out of content.
Are you also sleepy?
Yeah, well, yeah, always.
I have important things to say.
Yeah, go on.
Look at this, people listening at home. Look at this tiny dice I have.
Oh, that's a tiny dice. Oh, it's blue screen.
It's getting
blue.
green screen.
Whoa.
But like, look at it compared to a regular sized dice.
Oh, wow, it's really different.
Oh yeah.
It's
and they're
really
both
little.
blue, so you can see through them.
I could choke on it if I ate it.
If you really wanted to.
Yeah.
You're probably gonna stuck up your nose.
Don't, but you could.
I think that could be said for most dice, though.
I could get it stuck in my nose, she said.
You guys know that if you eat a battery, you could die?
Yeah, I did know that.
Do you eat a battery?
Don't eat batteries.
Don't eat
Kids
batteries.
at home.
You could die.
Okay, but what kind?
Any battery.
Don't eat batteries.
AAA too?
Yeah.
Any battery.
They're so little.
Any battery.
So
What's a
little
AAA
battery.
gonna do?
No, but the battery acid comes out inside you and then it kills you.
Yeah, okay, you got me there.
I suppose
Yeah.
I'm convinced.
I got you.
Yug 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 yug.
Yug, 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 yug.
Well, welcome, everyone. Marilyn, it's your turn to do the intro.
Perfect. I have it prepared.
Hey!
It's the only thing I can do in this fucking podcast for some reason. Don't put it in your mouth. You're gonna choke.
She's trying to eat the dice she was just talking about.
Self-fulfilling prophecy over here. I can choke on this. Better try.
I like chewing on stuff.
Hello and welcome back to another hair-raising, blood-curdling, bone-chilling episode of Tales of Bone and Ice. My name is Marilyn, and I play Meris, the shiny dragonborn paladin of the group. And with me today as the other half of this sad, pitiful party of 2 is Grimhilde, playing as our group's angsty yet excitable teenage Kalishtar druid, Cukunkana. And then to round out this tiny little crybaby party is our merciless, murderous, heartless DM, Brian What's-His-Face. And now, please take a second to pour one out for our fallen friend condemned and then come along with us as we continue our way on this perilous and polarizing journey.
Wow. All right.
Rest in pieces.
Claps.
Thank you.
I'm not pouring one out for contempt. Personally.
Yeah, if she didn't do it, I was going to do it myself.
Yeah, she would have.
She might have.
Probably. I was saying to Brian, I was like, I don't think Kale really deserved to die. Like, they didn't really do anything. And Brian was like, well, they did murder Connie. And I was like, yeah, okay, you're right. I kind of forgot about that part. But like, other than that.
Here's the
Oh,
thing,
that part.
though.
All right.
Here's the thing, though. Would you murder someone because they killed your best friend?
I would, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with what she did. She killed someone who killed her friend.
And then you killed someone who killed your friend. So really, it all evens out.
It doesn't.
I was kind of thinking, like, they probably would have turned into another one of those things that other person turned into.
Maybe.
That's my little theory.
All right.
So I was doing them a favor.
Anyway, roll your recap rolls. Yeah.
I used my tiny dice and I got 13.
I got a 9.
Cool, great.
Perfect.
The curse continues into season 3. Let's go.
We're in season 3 now?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
I knew this. That's what the whole.
You're
Okay.
very aware.
That's why we stopped for a while. Yep.
Yeah.
I've been here. So for last session, Condemned allowed himself to go unconscious, and then Kale stabbed him again, and then he died. Cukunkana used hold person on Kale, and I hit them with my sword, and somehow they accidentally got beheaded.
Whoops.
I tell my brother that I wish things could have been different, and he does too, and then he's like, I don't want to see you again, and I was like, that's fair, fuck this place. And then Cukunkana's sister and her get in a fight, and she gets like Cukunkana's sister gets like super angry, and then they make up and it's fine. And then Vec tells me that Grandpa left because he also was getting fucked up because of this place, and then he gives me better armor, and that was cool. And then me and Cukunkana make presents.
Yeah.
Why do I spell like this? Yep, she gets a magnifying glass, and then she makes her sister a map for cartography. And then in quotations, I wrote, fuck this town. And then we leave, and then we see a structure, and it looks like a crypt. And then there's a rushing wind all around us, and then sand is being stormy, and then we can go to the stone place. And the wind is wild crazy. We run to stone structure. The wind is wild crazy with exclamation points.
And I'm pretty sure we're in a dream sequence.
Yeah, that's what, yeah.
Right?
That's what Grim messaged me.
Like an hour after the session, I was like, this is the dream sequence.
Yeah.
Because Brian said we leveled up, and I was like, well, we don't get a dream sequence this time. This is it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, play that track.
Okay. Last we left off, the three of you were sprinting as fast as you could directly towards the stone structure. Anything that you guys want to say to each other, any preparation you want to make for when you get in there, any plans, now's your chance.
Yes, I want to... I might either... Wait, is bless? Do I want to bless us? Yeah. Makes an attack roll or saving throw. Wait, no, that's enhance ability?
I think you're looking for guidance.
Which you don't have, because you don't have any cantrips.
Okay. I'm going to pop a guidance, that's for sure.
What does guidance do?
She can roll a d4 on her ability check. Their next ability check in the next minute.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I'm not going to use that on you then.
I'm using it on me.
Yeah, I'm not going to use mine on you.
That's great.
'Cause I was gonna use something on you to get you up into that stone structure.
Oh, nah.
Let's see, would it be? Should I bless us too, though, just in case?
Well, I don't think we're fighting anything.
Well, I'm scared. but like a saving throw, like in case we need to outrun this sand.
Well, I'm at last episode I said I was casting mold earth in front of us to make the ground stable for running purposes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we should be all right.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. So between the three of you, you're sprinting and rushing. This is unlike anything the three of you have seen. A giant rushing sandstorm stampeding towards you in seemingly all directions. Cukunkana, you're shooting out patches of safer earth to walk on with your mold earth every opportunity that you can. Meris, you're following behind her as best you can. Moramdu is taking up the rear in case either one of you fail or falter. And while you're sprinting, I'm going to require a Constitution saving throw, just to make sure that you can keep your shit together as you're going.
Shit.
Oh, no, I'm not good at Constitution.
Oh, I have a feature.
She gained a new feature recently.
Ooh.
I have a new feature. I got upgraded, so all friendly creatures get +2 to all saving throws.
Within 10 feet of her.
So that means I got a 16 then.
Does that include myself?
Yes.
Oh, I'm friendly.
Yours is already added on.
Oh, yes, it is.
That's why all your saving throws are fucking popping off.
Cool. That is a 7.
Okay. What did you roll?
I rolled a 4.
Oh man, Meris and Moramdu, you seem to be unable to keep up with this tiny little druid.
I got no cardio, but a lot of spunk.
I should have blessed.
Yeah, you're falling behind her just a little bit, and the two of you sort of trip up a little bit on each other as Cukunkana sprints off into the distance.
Fuck.
Cukunkana, you're the first one to arrive at the structure. These two of you are about 20, 30 feet behind you. I'm going to need you first to do a dexterity saving throw as you enter the stone structure.
Me? Aw, darn.
This is why I wanted to bless. I knew we couldn't just run. Damn it.
No. What'd you get?
Is it a 1?
You get that one?
It's a 3 all day.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no.
Holy shit. All right. As you run directly into the structure, you fail to compensate for the fact that you don't know the layout of this building, and you slam headfirst directly into a wall as soon as you enter the structure, and you take 6 bludgeoning damage to your face.
Ah, god damn it.
You hear the sound of run, run, run. Damn it! And you assume that Cukunkana has somehow injured herself.
And I do.
Yeah, Moramdu sprints up and she says, "Be careful, you idiot!" The two of you enter the structure, and unfortunately, because of someone's verbal warning, you're able to determine that maybe you shouldn't keep sprinting directly in. As you do so, give me a perception check. All 3 of you. Grim, you get advantage because of your shield.
Oh, right.
I get a 8.
I rolled 2 4s.
Oh.
Anyway, +7, so that's
11.
11.
Okay.
I rolled 2 4s.
As you all are looking around, looking for some sort of layout, path, and a direction to go, the sand finally collides at this focal point of this structure, and you will all feel the sand slashing all over your skin as you're temporarily blinded by this, and you're all going to take some damage from the sand.
Ah, shit.
How much?
If I trick myself into thinking it's a salt scrub, can I take half damage?
No. So as the sand slashes you all over your bodies, you take 16 damage each, and 8 more damage as you're slammed into nearby walls.
You're rude.
I thought it was inside already. How much altogether?
That's 24 damage.
Oh my god.
Cukunkana has 3 hit points. She's not doing great.
Moramdu at this point points over to a area that looks like potentially a set of stairs and said, "There! We have to go there!" She gets up, she spits some blood out. It immediately seems to coalesce with the dust in the air and falls into this glob on the ground as she limps her way as fast as she can.
Because she's also a weak caster.
She's also a weak caster, yeah.
Oh god.
She limps over to the stairs and seemingly seems to disappear into them.
Oh shit.
Cukunkana is covered in blood and staggering.
Mm-hmm.
And crawls down the stairs, runs down the stairs.
Yeah, whatever you decide to do is how you can get there.
Yeah, I'll take up the rear and just I'm gonna try to go carefully to the stairs though.
Okay.
I'm not gonna slide down them.
And give me a athletics check to keep your footing. Not you, Cukunkana, because you're crawling uncomfortably and dying. Meris, though.
16?
Okay, you're able to keep your ground and make sure that whoever falls ahead, you're able to compensate for whatever you need to.
Okay, perfect.
As the 3 of you get down into the stairs, there's a entryway that you enter through, and it's completely dark in here, but you can tell that there's a large stone door that you can use to seal off this area.
Is there time to do lay on hands before we get hurt, or should we do that?
That's your call.
Like, is the sand coming in?
Yeah, everything feels like it's very rushing. You're going to wind up potentially buried. Who knows?
Okay, I'll try to block it with the door then.
Okay, that will require an athletics check.
Okay.
Are you doing this all by yourself?
Unless, well, I mean, if... Yeah. Unless...
I mean, I could help, but it's not going to do anything.
I got a nat 20, so I don't need it.
Wow.
Yeah, don't need it.
Okay.
I got a nat 20. Don't need it. 25.
Summoning the strength of your fallen comrade, you just boom.
Cukunkana's laying on the ground.
Give me some description, because you get to decide what this looks like. This fucking
Just like I go over and I like pick, like I do like a good like hefty squat, and then you just see me lift with the legs, and the thighs are just rippling, and then I pull it up, and the back muscles are just taut. And I hold it over my head like Atlas with the world. And I just know that I'm the strongest now.
You sure are.
That's all I ever wanted. That's all I ever wanted.
You pick it up and you're basically holding it over your head like the world's strongest bodybuilder, and you just boom, slam it on the ground, and suddenly it's very quiet, except for the faint rumbling of sand and wind that you can hear just on the other side of the door, and complete darkness.
I'm going to find Cukunkana and do some lay on hands.
Give me some roleplay on how you guys do that.
I was going to activate my chalice starry form, which I haven't thought of a word for yet.
Yeah.
And then pop some heals, because it'll also heal other people at the same time. Well, one other person anyway.
Well, you can heal your sissy.
Yeah, so Cukunkana, let me find a word for chalice really quick.
Or I can heal your sister if you want to. It doesn't matter.
Let's just use the word for cup.
Yeah.
It's Atsunana.
God, every single word, knocking it out of the park every single time.
It's a good language. 10 out of 10 language. So, Cukunkana, bloodied and battered, covered in sand, coughs up some blood and sand, and you hear in the darkness, Atsunana. And does her story form glow? Does it emit some light?
Very faintly.
Yeah, so you see in the darkness a little Cukunkana-sized constellation in kind of the shape of a cup. I want to say that it's like a V shape, kind of. And I'm going to cast... I just want to double check how. So if anyone doesn't know, because we don't use chalice very much, it's when you cast a spell that restores hit points, you or a creature within 30 feet regains 1d8 plus 4 hit points. So it's like free heals if you cast a healing spell.
That's a really good spell.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Or it's a really good ability.
Mm-hmm.
So since Cukunkana is like low-key dying, I'm going to cast a spell I haven't cast before, called Healing Spirit, which is a pretty funky spell. You call forth a nature spirit to soothe the wounded. The intangible spirit appears in space that's 5 foot cube you can see within range. The spirit looks like a transparent beast or fae of your choice. Until the spell ends, whenever you or a creature you see moves into the spirit's space for the first time on a turn it starts there, you can cause the spirit to restore 1d6 hit points to that creature, no action required. The spirit can't heal constructs, blah, 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 blah. Can heal a number of times equal to 1 plus your spellcasting modifier, so that's 8 times.
That's wild. That's so cool.
A minimum of twice. After healing that number of times, the spirit disappears. So it just means that we can get healed up to 8 times by this creature.
That's wild.
Yeah. It's a pretty cool spell. It is a 3rd level spell, so like it ought to be cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say it must be.
Yeah. It's a 2nd level spell.
And I'm casting it at 3rd level anyway. And I want it to take the form of a hummingbird.
Oh, that's cute.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
All right, so I assume you guys just, stand nearby this and let it heal you a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's got to split up between the 3 of you, so it'll be 1d6.
It's 2d6 because I'm casting it at 3rd level.
Oh, 2d6, yeah.
Yeah, I'm rolling with physical dice. Why don't we just do it by need? It's so okay. So I got it +3.
When you cast this spell, it gets 1d8 as you cast it, so that's 1 more d8 to 1 more person.
I'm gonna use 3 for myself.
Yeah, no, please do. I don't really need that much because I have my lay on hands anyway.
What's 8 + 7?
15. I know that so fast because I play crib.
You're incredible. And then also 1d8 +4. Okay, I'm at 27 out of 33.
Okay, so you're doing pretty good.
So we have how many was it? 5 more casts left. Do you want me to roll them?
Yeah, sure. I feel like you'd probably give 3 to your sister and 2 to Meris.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay. All right, so that's 4 and 9. What's she at now? Is she good?
She's doing much better, yeah.
Does she need one more?
Yeah, I mean, she looks like she's still got a lot of buffeting wounds and bruises.
And then 5.
Okay, she looks much better now.
And then 2 for Meris. 4 and 7.
Ooh, 11.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's a really good spell for battle if you can get people to go say hi to the Fae in between turns.
That's why it's a bonus action.
Also, Cukunkana would have lit a fire at some point.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah, for sure.
So they can see what's up.
Yeah, seeing if we had like a torch.
There are a few torches on the walls and stuff. They seem to be pretty old, but they seem to also still be workable.
Okay, light them up.
Let him whoop.
As you light the torches in the room, you can see several dormant corpses laying around. Different ranges from semi-relaxed to battered and bruised, some clear signs of combat or exhaustion. The clothes that they seem to be wearing are not similar in any way. They seem to be from potentially different eras.
Are they, like, fresh?
Not fresh. These are old corpses. There's skeletons.
Stinky in here then, huh?
Yeah, it doesn't smell good at all.
Gross.
Yeah, but since the door was open, they weren't sealed in here.
Okay, so they could have left if they wanted, so I feel good about this. Ooh, actually, can I do that thing I do?
What's that thing you do?
Oh, you know that thing I do. What's that thing I do? Detect good and bad times?
Oh, detect good and evil. Yeah.
Yeah, detect vibes.
Vibe check the room.
Yeah. Sure, you can do a vibe check.
Boop. Okay, I detect.
All right. As you open up your divine sense, you feel the waning good and evil that comes from you and the people that you're with. You can tell that there's a bit of potential to lean either way from both of the people who are next to you and potentially yourself.
You saying that Cukunkana is evil?
Just that she's the potential.
Some questionable choices have been made.
I've made great choices. Meris is the one who killed somebody.
Meris just holds up a mirror and she's just like, ooh.
I did not pass the vibe check.
Oh no. Am I the problem?
Am I the drama?
Is it me?
You can sense that there's something that is rather evil, but it's difficult to perceive where it actually is.
Ooh.
You're not able to see things that are behind full cover, but it's also that you can't necessarily see whatever it is.
Guys, I think we need to be a little alert. I did a vibe check and it feels something is wrong. Something's bad, but I don't know.
Is it the corpses? Because the corpses are also giving me the egg.
It's actually not the corpses.
It's not the corpses?
It's not the corpses.
That's weird, because they're not the vibe for me.
Look, who knows how long we're going to be here for, okay? So I don't know if we need to address this or just need to live with it for a little bit, but we should definitely be doing our best to keep watch whenever we need to. It's because we could have to sleep here for all we know.
Ew.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it either. I don't see any other doors in here. It's just the one. This is, I don't know. Maybe they use this place to for this exact purpose.
Do you think sandstorms are common here?
I mean, I don't know.
They gotta be.
They must be, right?
I mean, you've been here longer than us.
Yeah.
Did you ever see any?
I haven't encountered one.
Oh.
Do you see the way that they look? They look like, remember, you used to describe these really weird creatures. They had long faces. They had really long legs that came to one weird flat big toe. I can't remember the word you used for them. They were like, I don't know, twice as much as this thing you called a dog. I don't remember what it was.
Like, you mean like my lizard? Like Napgas?
Like the lizards, but like big, and they didn't have scales, and they had like really long faces.
Oh, you mean like Insukuat?
I think, what, maybe.
It's like a really tall dog.
Yeah, sort of like a big wolf.
But with a long face.
Yeah, I could see that I could only describe the way that the sandstorm was raging. It was like I could see those in the sand.
Oh,
Cool.
I don't really understand. It's I don't know. It was maybe I'm not seeing it right.
No, it's cool. It's dope.
What?
I believe you.
Why do you think everything's dope? You guys
that's wild.
I don't know how you two are out. It's like you don't. we could die here, and you guys are like, wow, it's dope. You guys saw some cool shit in the sand.
Look, you just gotta roll with it.
Listen, we've seen a lot of weird
We've
shit.
seen
seen piles of corpses.
We've seen a lot.
A literal mountain of corpses.
I have seen way more corpses in this.
so many corpses. And sand, we saw a big weird thing floating in the sky one time that had like 5 points and weird little fingers.
Did we? I don't remember that.
Didn't we?
Was that me?
Yeah, there was like a giant starfish, wasn't there?
Oh, I thought you were talking about that time that I got thrown in the sky as, a little guy.
And one time, Cukunkana turned into a little guy, and we flung her up into the sky so hard that she
I accordion.
kind of splattered.
Yeah.
Yeah, she folded.
Why would you do that? What was the What was the idea? What was the logic behind that?
I don't know if it was really smart.
They were supposed to catch me.
It was a really smart idea at the time.
and they didn't catch me, so whose fault is it really?
Why wouldn't you catch her?
It was good in practice and bad, or nope, it was good in theory and bad in practice, okay? And now we are better for it.
I had a different idea about a different kind of animal to be, but like cosmically I wasn't able to do it.
I'm gonna set up camp.
Okay, I'm going to investigate some corpses.
Okay.
I get out my little magnifying glass.
Yeah, your looker closer.
The closer upper.
Oh yeah, the closer upper.
So I can investigate these corpses.
Actually, can I put my ear up to the door just to kind of I just want to see if I can...
You can put your ear up to the door and listen as best you can for what you can hear. And Meris, you can hear the roaring of sand still. It's still very powerful. It doesn't seem to have let up. It might have gotten stronger since you last heard it. Madam Sherlock Bones.
Hi, it's me. What was that girl detective named?
Enola Holmes.
And no, not that one.
Oh, well, I mean...
Nancy Drew.
Nancy.
Nancy
That's me,
Drew.
Nancy
Are you shitting me?
The OG, Nancy Drew.
Okay, so you're Nancy Drew.
Yeah, I'm Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew gets advantage on investigation checks.
Yes. I said 19.
Okay, so let's say there's 5 bodies. There's one in the corner that's closest to the door.
There's only 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's one in the corner that's closest to the door. There's 2 that are next to each other on the back wall. There's one in the middle of the room, and there's one against the right wall. Which one are you picking?
The one by the door, I guess.
Okay, so you're checking the one by the door, and as you look over his body with your closer upper, you can tell that you've never seen these clothes before. Like, there's a remnant of something that looks like it could have been similar to what Eli carries, but it's mostly just a walking cane. He has a few really ratty sort of holes in his clothes. Maybe there was a lot of decay. Maybe he's been here the longest. And you find a canteen. Pick it up. Seems to have water in it.
I'm suspicious of this old canteen water.
Okay. Well, what do you do with it?
I put it next to him and just leave it there.
All right. Can you give me a history check? No, sir, or history or survival, whichever you prefer.
History. I'm proficient in history, baby.
Do it.
I got 20.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
A natural 20.
Okay, so you've definitely heard lots of stories about people who were sort of lost out in the wastes back home, who you could find with canteens that were half full or completely full of water, who were scared to drink any more of it. And they typically died of dehydration because they were too anxious to drink any of the water that they had with them in case they needed it later.
It's a good thing I got a magic jug. I want to look at the next one.
That sounds like your problem.
Do you just sort of go in like counterclockwise or what?
Yeah, I want to go all the walls ones and then the middle one.
Okay. So you go to the guy in the wall next to you. These bones are larger and they seem to have some sort of like tail that's there with them as well. This is probably a lizard folk or dragon folk. They've got a little bit of really old, nasty dried meat and a few small glass balls that they have in one of their pockets.
Glass balls?
We would call them marbles.
I want the marbles.
Sure. So you pick up some marbles.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just pick up some marbles. They're just regular, mundane. They don't have any magic thing about them. They're just plain old, nice little glass marbles.
Sick. I'm keeping them.
Fun. Yeah.
You guys just like see Sukin kind of stealing shiny things out of people's pockets.
You get 2 thumbs up from Meris. We stole a bunch of shit from our dead friend, so.
He would have wanted that. I talked to Candor later and I was like, look, we looted your body because that's what Connie would have wanted. And Candor was like, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, duh.
With that in mind, Meris, you've been listening at the door, but you also notice like, oh, Cukunkana is looting the bodies and checking what's on them. What do?
There's no sand coming through the door, right? Like, it's sealed okay?
No, you've sealed it pretty well.
Ah, fuck yeah. Okay, then.
More Amdu is still setting up the sort of small, weird campsite.
Can I check the walls or the ceiling for any markings or any, like, strange, fun, hinky things?
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
Yes, I sure will, and it'll blow your socks off. Nope, it's a +0.
Sukin kind of clacking some marbles together in the corner.
That is a 17.
Okay. So you take a bit of time to check out the walls, and as you do so, you're rubbing your fingers all over them, your hands. Doesn't seem to be any secret passages or doors. There doesn't seem to be any markings. You go more or less around the whole room, probably counterclockwise, opposite the way Sukunkana's going. You're sure you've gone through this. There's nothing special about these walls. This is a utilitarian room, as far as you can tell. There's nothing you can find here.
Okay. Fuck.
Cukunkana, you move on to the pair of bodies that are in the corner.
Okay, yeah.
Give me an investigation check on these bodies.
I got 13.
13. That's with advantage?
Yes, I rolled 2 8s.
All right.
I am, however, willing to spend at least 10 minutes investigating these bodies.
Yeah, you're definitely, like, you have the time right now if you just want to, like, skip rolls and just take the time to really get all
just take my time just looking at them. I got nothing better to do.
Yeah. So as you go over these with your fine-tooth comb, you see that they were holding hands and sort of leaning up against each other. They probably died like that.
Oh, you guys, these ones were in love.
And as you look over all of them, you see one of them is wearing some sort of fancy armor that hasn't seemed to deteriorate at all. It's not rusty, it's not dirty. The other one is wearing rather plain Jane, random wood/bone armor, but the other one, it's metal, it's very shiny, it's very pretty, it's glistening against the firelight that you have in this small room.
Does it have any, like, insignias or anything on it?
I'll say that it has a small symbol right at the collar where the meets the sort of the collarbone, and it looks like it's probably some sort of house symbol that you're not familiar with. You want to give me an Arcana check on these?
Sure.
All right.
I got 18.
Okay. You're able to tell that this is some sort of light magical armor. It'd be easy to take off, easy to put on, and you're sure that you could use it.
Oh, sick. Let's think. I have to be respectful about it, though.
So I rip the skull off, and I just take the arms off and slide it, and I put the skull back on and the arms back on.
Can I touch its leg and do a reach beyond?
Whoa.
Yes.
To just check if the soul is still present in the room? If that makes sense?
Yep. Absolutely, you can.
Oh, I have +7. I got a 14.
Yeah, you can tell for sure that the spirit of this has long since moved on.
Okay, cool. No vengeful ghosts in this place.
Well, then he's not gonna mind.
Sukunkana is going to respectfully thank them and also take their armor off.
Yeah, what's he gonna do?
What this is, and we can rename it whatever we want, but you can add into your inventory Elven Chain.
Ooh.
Hell yeah, that's a good get.
Oh yeah, baby! Let me take off my old armor.
Mm-hmm.
Cukunkana is now over in the corner changing her clothes.
Fuck yeah.
Stealing clothes from... Oh, also, I do want to wash it a bit before I put it on. You know,
Yeah.
wash off all of the dead person gunk. Mechanically, I'm equipping it now, but I am going to take some time later to clean it off before I officially wear it.
Yeah, for sure. As per usual, the way that you clean things with fire.
Yes.
Oh, there's some skin on the inside.
Does the corpse, like, fall apart or something?
You can't just like sort of like take it off very easily, so it does fall to
Yeah.
pieces.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I kind of put them back next to each other. I make sure their little hands are still holding.
Of course, obviously.
Unnecessary and weird, but I get it.
They're in love!
So necessary. They're in love. What race are these corpses?
They're all skeletons. It's hard to tell unless they have defining features like a tail or like big Goliath bones or
Do
something.
tails have bones?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they don't
Do
have
lizard
those.
tails have bones?
Yeah.
I don't think they do.
Yeah. Well, honestly, here's the thing. In good old-fashioned WotC style, Dragonborn don't have tails. We don't play like that.
We play with our hearts.
Yeah.
Absolutely have tails.
So none of these have tails?
There is one that had a tail.
I'll check out the middle corpse now.
Yeah. So as you check out the middle corpse, you're taking your time. You're looking it over. And in its satchel, there seems to be some sort of lump.
Can I put my hand over the satchel, over the lump, and see if it's alive?
Do you like squeeze it or anything? Or
I just like
poke it?
put a little bit of pressure on it.
It's very stiff.
Just a tiny bit of pressure.
It's
Does it move?
No. Only by the pressure of your hand touching
How big
it.
is the lump?
About like palm
Is it bigger
size.
than a bread box?
What the fuck? What kind of weird-ass riddle joke is that? It's from something, right?
No, that's how you determine size things. Is it bigger than a bread box?
Nobody has those anymore.
Yeah.
Everybody asks that.
What?
Banana for scale. Anyway, I'm going to very carefully open this bag and check out what's inside.
As you do, you open the bag and you're holding your magnifying glass, I assume, to look through, right?
Sure.
Yeah. As you do so, you expose this thing to a bit of light and it starts to reflect it, similar to those small marbles.
Okay.
But it's like larger. It's bigger. It could fit easily in the palm of your hand.
Marble party.
Okay, I'm going to suspiciously, without touching it, kind of gently put it on the ground. Like I take the pouch and I kind of like gently pour it onto the ground.
It makes a very sonorous sound as it rolls across and onto this hard wooden surface, much like...
Wait, the ground is wood in here?
Did I say wooden?
Yeah.
You did.
Weird. I shouldn't have. I meant stone.
Okay. I was like, what the hell is wood doing out here?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Who made this bitch out of wood?
Are you shitting me?
The architecture!
I'm gonna start chopping.
The sound of... the very typical sound of glass rolling around on stone.
Yeah, okay.
You can imagine that in your head, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes that very pretty sound. And you can tell there's...
Okay, can I do an arcana check on it?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm suspicious of this object.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like the other marbles.
It's just bigger.
I got a 15.
You got a 15? So you got a 15. It seems to be magical in some way, but you're not sure what.
I'm gonna say, hey Meris?
Yeah.
Don't touch this. Can you vibe check this orb?
Yes, I can.
How long does your Detect Good and Evil last? A minute?
Let me check that. That's what I'm checking.
Yeah.
It's been at least 10 minutes because I said I'd take like 10 minutes to investigate the corpses.
That's true. You did spend a lot of time doing that.
It just says, yeah, as an action.
Oh, until the end of your next turn. Yep. Okay.
So I gotta use it again?
Yeah, you'd have to use it again.
Okay, that's fine. And I'm gonna vibe check it. I feel like my eyes like almost like change color when I do like a vibe check when I'm looking at stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
As you vibe check this thing, you sense that same evil presence that you sent before, but you can't see it anywhere. And you can tell for sure it's not coming from this orb. This orb is neutral. It's not good or evil. It's just an item.
Can I do a quick like lap around to see if like anything kind of catches my eye real quick? Just do like a quick scan? Like any other little objects on the corpses?
Yep, you can absolutely do that. Far as you can tell, nothing on these corpses. Cukunkana has seemed to done a really good job picking these things clean.
It's not evil,
Okay.
but it's magic, but it's not evil.
I mean, just considering the nature of the fact that we're surrounded by 5 corpses in a locked room, I'm a little suspicious,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
Should
think
we pick it up?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm wondering, like, if they're, like, if these marbles... Wait, we don't know the word for marbles, do we?
No.
I'm wondering if these balls are friends with the little balls. I wonder if all the balls go together.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I put the smaller glass marbles next to the big one like a family. Do they feel reunited?
As you do so, the small marbles seem to all gather around it in a very equidistant from each other and from the ball as they sort of rotate it.
Ooh.
Slowly.
Like those satisfying 3D videos.
Yeah.
You know, where they do like the perfect loops and they like spin around and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it's doing. I thought it was just they're, like, you know, like around the sun, just like spinning around the big one.
Yeah, so it's like you have the one ball and then you have like the balls are all in it in a perfect circle.
Okay, cool.
Floating just slightly from it.
Check this out. They're friends.
Is there more marbles, or should we not? What is happening?
I don't know.
So as you count them, you can tell that there are
9.
Oh, 9?
Yeah, because that's how many planets are in the solar system.
No, not this one. I'm going to go... Okay, so there are 17 balls floating around this little one.
That's so many. There's 17 planets in our solar system?
No, it's not.
Where did the other balls come from?
Remember she had the little marbles? There was 17 marbles.
I picked up a lot, apparently.
Oh, I thought you only picked up 2.
I thought it was like 6.
No, it's a bunch.
Shit, okay.
Okay, so they're just kind of... Does Moram do, like hear them oohing and aahing in the center next to a corpse and come investigate?
Yeah, but she's really clearly very nervous to participate in whatever the two of you are doing. So she's just like, okay, whatever you're doing over there, just be careful, please.
We're being very careful. I haven't even touched whatever this magical item is yet.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It has children, though.
It has children?
I vibe checked, it's fine. They're just spinning.
Yeah, the little guys. Come see.
It's got little fellas.
Okay. As she slowly, like, puts down what she's working on and walks over and looks down at it, and she says, I can't...
Hey, do you want to vibe check it with your, like, magical knowledge?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And then she leans down and looks at it. And, wow, okay. She's like, so there was, like, 12 of those little marbles in the other guy's pocket, right? Like, that's how many you picked up there?
I thought I picked up 17.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I only see 12.
Do I see 17?
You do see 17.
Oh.
Let me count.
Okay.
And tell me when to
Meris.
stop. 1, 2.
Maris, you also see 17.
Yeah, there's 17.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't... Where are you getting these other 5?
Can I pick them up one by one to, like, put them in her hand or, like, to show her?
As you try to pick it up, the rest of the thing comes with it. They're firmly attached magically.
Oh, is it still spinning?
Yep. It just, instead of the one, like, she picks up one of the balls and then just the middle is spinning instead.
Okay, can we count it like one by one like that then?
Yeah.
Just by like spinning it a little?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So as you do that, she watches. She says 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 12. And you say 17.
A hypnotist came to my high school, and he convinced a child that they had only 9 fingers. Is this what's happening?
A hypnotist went to our high school, and Brian pretended that it worked.
I did pretend it worked. Yeah, a hypnotist
For
came
the-
and I
for the
pretended.
memes.
Yeah, I didn't want to, like, ruin it for everybody else by being like the skeptic on stage who's like ruining the show. So I just kind of let it happen.
It was the right thing to do.
He let the magic stay alive for all of these young teenagers.
Everybody else definitely got hypnotized. I was there, definitely conscious.
Yeah, you were the only one who didn't know that Santa Claus wasn't real.
Fuck. Could have kept that magic alive.
Okay, so cool. I want to touch the middle orb now.
Yeah, sure. You touched the middle orb, and because you didn't get so high enough on your Arcana check earlier, you don't know what it is, you don't know what it's doing, but there's something to do with the way you perceive it that is the magical aspect of it. Your sister says, I don't know. I must be exhausted. We didn't sleep. I didn't sleep great last night.
Oh no, there's something magic going on here. Don't discredit yourself. Your perception is correct, but ours is too. There's something hinky going on here.
A hink.
Okay, I'm gonna keep getting the camp ready, and I think that I need to get some sleep. This is too much. I
wanna cast guidance on myself.
Okay.
And then I want to try another Arcana check to kind of figure out what's going on here.
Sure. If this one doesn't work, then you're just gonna have to fiddle with it for an X amount of time. Did you get another nat 1?
No,
Oh,
I
okay.
rolled a 4, which means I got a 6.
Okay, plus your D4.
That means I got 10.
Oh, you're even more confused by this thing now. So you're basically, I feel like you're gonna fiddle with this as much as you can with the time that you have, probably, right?
Yeah, now that I know that it's not hurting me now that I'm touching it, I'm like gently shaking it to see how the marbles react and like
Fuck is this thing doing?
tossing it in the air gently, just gently, like a little hacky sack to see if it floats.
Because they're not like spinning like super fast, right? Like it's like a nice slow spin. Like it's not dangerous. Okay.
Yeah, it's a very slow spin, but you can tell that they're spinning. Your sister eventually gets camp set up, and then she says, I don't care what time it is. I need some more rest. I think that we should all try to get as much rest as we can. And the more that we sleep, the faster time goes by, the sooner we can get out of here, I think.
Maybe.
And then she lays down, and she faces away from you guys, and is silent for the rest of the night.
One of us should take watch for sure, but like also I'm gonna call Alexander to check in and tell him that we're stuck in a catacomb.
Smart.
So I get out my Rocky Talkie.
Okay.
And go chuk chuk and go, Alexander, hey, we're stuck in a catacomb. We're like cool for now. There's a magic orb with some floating smaller baby orbs. I hope you're doing okay. I love you.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello. Nice to hear from you again. I miss you. How are you all? It's been a long time. And then he stops.
And I can't return.
God, I love him.
It pops up again. Hello. We should talk again soon. I hope you're all doing okay. Your mom seems to be doing just fine for now. And then he stops.
Of course.
Okay, then I reply. I'm going to say, hi.
Yeah.
Fucking God.
We miss you too. We found Moramdu and she's like sleepy. Big, how the turns of tables, am I right? And then it cuts off.
Okay. And you're avoiding telling him that Connie is fucking dead.
I know. I was just thinking that. I was like, how do you break the news to him?
No.
I didn't even think about that. Me, Grim, didn't think about it.
Do you think Connie was his favorite?
Me, Grim, forgot.
Hey, boy.
We'll tell him tomorrow.
We should tell him in person.
Hey, where's Connie?
Well,
He can't come to the phone right now. He's a little tied up.
Yeah, hey, boy.
Maris, look, I got new armor from a corpse I looted. I cleaned it.
Oh, hell yeah. That looks dope.
Right? It's cool. I feel so, like,
Dang.
strong and bolsterous.
Oh, you should.
Yeah.
So shiny now.
All right, do you want to take first watch or should I?
Depends. Do you want to keep working on your, looking at your orb, or do you want to take a break and then go back to it?
I might need to take a sleep on it,
Yeah,
you know?
I can take first watch.
Come back with it with fresh eyes, fresh Arcana check.
I'll keep an eye on it. I'll fiddle with it. I can, I'll see what I can see, and I'll keep an eye on the door, make sure it doesn't fucking move or anything. And I'll keep an eye on these corpses. I got a lot of eyes. Don't worry.
Yeah, I definitely keep an eye on the corpses. Like, they seem okay. They seem, like, pretty thoroughly dead. But, like, we know how that is.
I've seen it. You've seen it.
Oh, boy.
We've been seeing.
We've been seeing.
Oh, we've been seeing. All right, good night.
All right, good night. I'm also, can I use a short rest, like a hit die?
Yeah.
To top off my HP?
Yeah. So while she's doing that, Meris, you're taking the first watch, and as you...
There we go. I had to roll my hit. I got a 3, a 1, and a 3 for my hit die. I had to roll 3 of them to get back up to 33 from 28.
I could have given you some lay on hands.
It's fine. It's free heals at this point.
So, As you are all laying down, Meris, you're taking the first watch. Where do you situate yourself?
I'm going to situate myself so I can see the door. I think I'll be like across from it, just so I can keep my eyes on the door.
Okay, so as you're sitting and watching the door, eventually the torch starts to go out, and it becomes very, very dark. And I don't know if you have dark vision or not. I don't think you do.
She would have like stuff to start fires with, though.
I have a torch in my backpack.
Yeah. So if you eventually at some point have to like start the fire up again yourself. As the torch lights up again, you swear for a moment you see the shadow of something on the wall behind you, but just as soon it disappears.
Well, I don't like that.
Could it have been something playing tricks on your mind? Could it have been because you've been in this room all by yourself for so long? Who knows what it could be?
Can I take the torch for a walk around?
Yeah, you can take the torch for a walk around.
And can I keep a particular eye on shadows that it casts?
Yeah.
So, like, if I have it near a corpse for the shadows that are behind.
Absolutely. As you take your torch for a walk around.
Yeah, and keep an eye on that wall, too.
Yeah, as you take your torch for a walk around, the light that seems to be cast on each shadow, it's not unusual. It appears to be working correctly. The dancing flame, it gives you an air of anxiety, but it's probably okay. There's probably nothing wrong.
Is there anything on the floor by the wall?
No, there doesn't seem to be anything on the floor. Again, it might have just been some sort of paranoid perspective shift. It might have been your own shadow that was then cut by the light that you missed.
Yeah, it's all in your head. That's why he brought it up.
Could have been any number of things. You could have seen nothing. It could have been something else. But your watch is about to come to an end. Please take the dice out of your mouth.
Stop, you're gonna choke.
It wasn't, it was past my teeth. It's okay.
Past your teeth means in your mouth.
No, it means like in front of my teeth.
Oh,
No, it was pre-teeth.
And also, I was trying not to interrupt you guys. I got the fidgets. I gotta do something. Something that's not interrupting.
Yeah. Stop, Grim.
Don't look then.
That's all it takes. All right, who are you going to wake up for their watch? Moore went to sleep first.
Yeah, so I'll wake more up. Hey, Murumdu.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Hey, sorry, I'm getting really sleepy. I think I need to pass off on you.
Okay, yeah, no problem. I wasn't really sleeping anyways. But I was trying. You just close your eyes and you lay down for a bit.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes that's all you can do, really. So the corpses didn't move, and the door seems like it's pretty sealed. But I don't know if I'm going crazy a little bit, or like if I'm just so tired. But I thought I saw like a shadow or something. But again, that might just be my paranoia. Because the light started going out, so then I had to like relight it. So it could have just been the flame, but I would try to keep that flame going. I'm not like scared of the dark. I'm not saying that. But you should keep it brighter in here.
I'll be sure to do my best to make sure that it stays lit. Yeah, there might be some sort of, I don't know, desert shadow monster or something. I don't know.
That would be our luck.
I don't know. This place is insane. I would hate that so much.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
With that in mind, you get some sleep.
Okay. Honk shoe, I'm asleep. Honk shoe.
Thank you for waking me. Oh, wow, she really fast asleep hard.
Me.
Eventually, you're able to get some sleep, and soon after, Cukunkana, you feel a arm sort of on your shoulder trying to shake you awake.
I'm up.
Oh, can I use temporary hit point? What can I do? Short rest hit points?
Yes. Cukunkana, you have to, it's your turn for watch.
Yeah, yep, got it. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Meris told me about some sort of shadow thing that she saw. I've been trying to keep the torches lit, step one, so to make sure that that happens. If there is some sort of shadow thing, I know it might be hard, but just try to remember to keep the torches lit as best you can.
Yeah, got it. I got hella fire magic. I got it.
Yeah, I'll try and get some sleep.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah, I love you too. And then she lays down next to Meris, and it's your turn for the watch.
Do they spoon?
No.
Shucks.
Can we roll for spoon?
Sure, you could try to roll for spoon. Roll
Maybe acrobatics. Sometimes it feels like that when you're trying to cuddle with someone.
Roll acrobatics. Sure. No.
Charisma?
Roll. Yeah. You know what? Roll performance. Fuck it.
Oh. I actually rolled a nat 20, so then I re-rolled it, so that's a 10.
She pushes an elbow off it. Like, no, get off of me.
Okay, butt to butt then. It's what I wanted this whole time.
Cukunkana, tell me about your long rest. Or your watch, sorry.
I think I'm going to originally cast Detect Magic, which I should have done earlier. Forgot I could do that. I'm going to do it now.
Yeah.
I also want to investigate the orb with Detect Magic.
That's a good call.
And I'll just, just get a sense of the whole room.
Yeah. As you are using your Detect Magic in the room, you can tell that there's a few different magics that are from you guys, mostly. Your sister radiates evocation magic. You have a lot of the nature domain magics and stuff, which are also some evocation, a little bit illusion here and there. Meris's sword radiates necrotic energy, and the orb that you have radiates chronomancy.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, chronomancy! Ayo! Yo, that's fucking dope! Hey!
Is that time magic?
Yeah, that's time magic!
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
We're in a time travel, baby!
Hell yeah, hot tub time machine, baby.
Holy shit!
Oh, fuck yeah. Ooh, what are we gonna do?
There's Doctor Who up in this
Oh,
bitch.
hell
Damn.
yeah. Kill Hitler first, duh.
This is our TARDIS.
Hell yeah.
This catacomb filled with corpses.
TikTok, baby, that's us, because we're the Time Lords now.
Yeah, okay. Is there anything, on the walls, though?
No, there's nothing on the walls.
No, that's all the magic stuff in the room?
Yeah, basically your magic items and the orb and stuff.
Okay, cool.
There seems to be a little bit of something, but it might just be like the air of the room. You know how weird crypts have latent magic in them and stuff. You've been in these situations before a little bit.
Yeah, you live in one.
I live in a crypt?
Yeah. Full-time goblin.
Yeah, of course. Anyway, now that I've detected the magic.
You can do a Arcana check with advantage on this guy.
Yes. Okay. Come on, baby. Mama needs a new pair of time traveling shoes. I got a 12. I'm not doing great.
Now that you know it's chronomancy, it's a little clearer what it might be capable of, but you're still not totally sure. It's beautiful. It looks like it's very sturdy, like it's very difficult to break. And you can tell that it would be potentially dangerous to break it.
Oh, yeah.
But in general, you're like, this is something definitely to do with the passage of time, but you're not sure what.
Okay. What I want to do, while maintaining the torches and keeping watch, I also want to get out my journal and start writing down notes about the orb, its characteristics. And I want to observe the smaller orbs and see if I can get them to change how they are perceived by me and figure out what denotes that change. So basically I want to spend my watching but also experimenting with the orb and trying to figure out its characteristics.
One thing that you'll notice is that as you are fiddling with this, trying to change your perception of the orb, it seems as though there might be maybe a few less little balls. You saw 17 before, but now there seems to be 15. Eventually, Meris wakes up before you know it.
Good morning, sunshine.
Hello.
You're gonna lose your bean. Guess what this orb kind of is?
A toy. A game.
No, it has something to do with chronomancy. That's time travel, baby.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's cool.
How does it work?
I don't know. I think the orbs are counting down, though, so that's suspicious.
What? Okay, let me... Okay.
Yeah.
How many do I count?
17.
I see 17.
Oh, mine's at 15.
Okay. Hey, Moramdu.
Yeah.
Come count these balls again, please.
1, 2, 3, 4. There are 19.
19?
19?
Yeah.
Okay, so, Moramdu.
What's going on?
I was studying this night. I took a bunch of notes. I get out my notebook. Like some kind of a conspiracy theorist, and I'm like, my notes.
Yeah. Pepe Sylvia.
Check this out. These are my observations. I don't know what observations I've made.
Okay. I feel like most of what you've made is that the ability to look at this thing and focus on what it does seems to sort of show a weird change in the amount of perceivable secondary balls.
Like the more you look at it, the less orbs there are?
When you're working on trying to perceive it, what you've learned is that there seem to be less balls. Less orbs.
So more I'm due. This thing is something to do with chronomancy magic.
Okay. Mom taught me a little bit about that, but it wasn't going to be relevant to us, I don't think.
I mean, anything. Give it another look with that lens.
Okay. Let me give it a look-see. And as she does so, you could see a small glow of fire in the palm of her right hand that she's holding the orb in, and it lights up the entire orb, and light shines through each individual smaller orb. And what you see in front of you in the room is that you can all see a unusual thing. It's difficult to perceive alone, but together you understand that it is the flow of the passage of time personified.
I don't like it.
And there are 4 different perspectives. You see one that appears to be Cukunkana's, one that appears to be Meris's, which are fairly similar. One that is more Amdu's, which has a much quicker perspective before, and then in a later passage it feels like it's much more stretched out longer. And then another one that seems to be impossibly uncomfortably slow, like everything is dragging on forever, uncomfortably long.
What does Moram's do's like, sorry?
It's a much quicker passage of time, and then suddenly a much slower one. Probably around the time that you got reunited.
Okay, and are these like projected on the walls?
These are projected in the sort of a 3D Tony Stark image in front of you.
And there's 4 of them?
Yeah, there's 4 of them.
The 4th is impossibly slow and long. Is this like a god or...
Meris, are you wearing your ring right now?
No.
Just checking.
Should I
Do it.
put it on? Because this is usually the stuff I do call what's-his-face about. Oh, it's what's-his-face! Can I pretend like I got to that conclusion on my own?
Oh, it's Corny's. Corn dog.
It's don't tell me.
Claymore. Jesus Christ.
Claymore's history.
Hey, you want to take that as if you figured it out yourself? You want to take that line read as if you figured it out yourself right now?
Okay, hold on. Let me do this like I did it. So there's one that's impossibly long and slow. There's only 3 of us. And then I start fiddling with my ring. And then like a light bulb, it's like, oh, it's Claymore. It's got to be Claymore's. So I'm going to put my ring on.
Oh, hello there. Been a bit. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. Well, we're stuck in a catacomb and we found some marbles that are showing us what time looks like from each of our perspectives.
Whoa, that's a lot to drop on someone immediately.
I know, it's pretty fucked up.
How have you been?
Terror, ooh, Claymore. It's actually been really bad.
That's awful. I'm sorry to hear that. Anything I could do to help?
No. Oh, we could have given you Connie's body. No.
Wait, what?
Connie died. Connie got murdered. I know.
Did he go out doing great battle like I always imagined he would have?
He got stabbed in the back, actually. Really tragic.
Scoundrel!
I know, I beheaded them, though, so...
Deserved.
Thank you. Actually, I think I needed to hear that, but it was pretty fucked up.
He was a good Goliath.
We all have our faults. I will say that, but he helped us a lot to stay alive, so that was good.
He was always so...
angry.
No.
Curt.
No. Yes, but...
stern?
I was going to say down to earth. He didn't ever try to make things too complicated. I think the 2 of you needed that. And I'm sorry to hear that he's gone. He was... sorry, it's been quite a while since I lost someone.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, sorry, you're talking about the passage of time, right? Or something?
Yeah. We got, so this, like, sand, like, whirl of stuff, like, sand whirl, like, chased us.
Oh, sandstorm. Yes, of course.
Sandstorm. Interesting.
Yeah, it's like a storm of sand, right?
You know what? I think I heard of that, but I think it was called a Darude.
I'm gonna fucking throw you out a window. I'm gonna fucking... Oh! That joke was Darude. That was Darudest joke.
Do you welcome?
I'm so mad.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, a sandstorm. Yeah, it chased us into this like catacomb, and then we found these marbles on some corpses. Nope. I know what marbles are. We found these balls, these glass balls, and then they started spinning around each other, and then now we can see what everyone's timeline looks like, or something.
Well, I know time feels like it's really dragging on. You know, I remember before I met all of you, it felt like time wasn't really moving at all. Do you remember when you had those dreams, and I was there with you? And I could walk around in that wonderful body of mine again for a bit. I really miss that. But my body is long gone. And you know what? Dude, I don't know if you understand what it means to be stuck in a ring with just your mind and nothing else. You don't experience anything except for your own thoughts, and eventually you start to sort of lose those as well. Talking to you and everyone else, it's the best I've felt in, well, it feels like ever. You know, the only thing that I can give anymore is the joy, what little I have left to you, because you're, well, frankly, the only one who didn't immediately toss me away.
I would never.
I would.
Yeah, obviously you would. You'd take them off my finger now and throw them if you could.
Sorry, I seem to be bringing you down. How is Cukunkana?
I don't know. Doing okay, I think, given everything.
You think so?
No, probably not. But I'm not really good with the words.
I mean, you don't have to, but I would like to just chat for just a little bit longer, if that's all right. We don't have to talk about anything important. I could tell you stories about the old days and stuff, or
oh, please, yes,
or something. Okay, wonderful, great.
I would love to.
Yeah, as a knight back in the day, I didn't really get to explore a lot of the ideas of talking to people for enjoyment. It was mostly business, you know how it was. But I've had a lot of time to think about the things that I would like to talk about. And then he starts going on about like different recipes or stews and his favorite breeds of horses and stuff for like quite a bit. And if you want, you can just listen to him and, you know, chat it up a bit.
Of course.
Cukunkana, your sister has sat down in the corner of the room and she fell asleep again.
I see. I'm going to have to do all the work around here. I'm investigating the time streams.
You could tell that she didn't necessarily sit down to fall asleep. She looks uncomfortable. She looks like she probably passed out.
Can I check on her health?
You sit down, do a medicine check.
Yeah, I'm proficient in medicine. I got 18.
You can tell that she hasn't been sleeping at all. Not since Connie at least passed. Looks like she hasn't slept in many, many days. It's at the point where her eyes have big bags under them and she is unflatteringly drooling into a small pool in front of her between her legs.
Hey, Moramdu? Katsu?
Yeah.
Hi.
Sorry.
Hi.
I didn't mean to fall asleep.
You don't seem like you're doing too good.
No, I'm fine.
I don't believe you.
Not really. Is everything okay with the time thing?
Yeah, everything's good.
Okay.
Are you thirsty?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying not to use too much of my water.
No, I've got infinite water. I've got infinite broth.
Okay.
Yeah, have some. Have as much as you want.
Yeah, I could use some broth.
I give her the alchemy jug, and I'm like, have as much as you want.
She drinks a little bit of broth, not too ridiculously much, but she has, a few mouthfuls of worth. Thank you.
Yeah, I want to put some in like a water skin for her and be like, you drink all that. I've got so much.
Fine.
I'll have more tomorrow.
Fine, sure, whatever.
It's magic. Don't worry about it. I need you to stay healthy. Have you eaten today?
Yeah, I had some rations earlier. Some, what do you call it?
Yeah. Dried meat.
Yeah, I had some earlier.
Okay. Do you want a hug?
What? Why would I want a hug? Like
Do you want a hug?
Do you want a hug?
Like all the time, but do you want a hug?
Sure.
Is that enthusiastic? Yes? Like you want a hug?
Yes, I want a hug.
Okay, I'm going to give you a hug now.
Okay. You feel your sister's warm arms wrap around you, and I feel like there's a moment where you're probably, like, close to letting go.
I do that thing where I, like, rub her back, soothingly.
She pulls you in tighter, and she starts to cry.
Yeah, I just kind of hold her, and I just kind of pat her back, and I don't say anything.
She says, the last thing I said to him before we went back was that I was not there to help any of those folk with any of their problems, and that it was my job to get him back to thrive. Then you showed up, and I was sure that was why I was there, and I couldn't do it. I didn't know what to do. It felt like I was so involved in what I thought was the right thing to do that I didn't even try to do anything at all.
Sometimes the best you can do is help yourself,
So my great grand journey is that I have to help the me along the way back home.
Yeah. You can't help anybody if you can't help yourself.
How do you come to these conclusions that sound so hopeful and optimistic, and like it comes to you so easily? I don't know how you do that.
Well, what else am I going to do? Be real sad all the time? It's not going to get me anywhere.
Even if it's not the right thing to do, you always have this sort of weird positive outlook that I can't match. It would just be nice to be able to see things through your perspective.
Well, I spend a lot of time being sad, like, on the inside. Like, I'm really confused about how I feel about what happened to Connie. Mostly I'm mad at him. I'm not really sad. Mostly I'm angry. And I feel bad for being angry about it. Like if he just got it together, none of this would have happened, It's not my fault and it's not your fault, it's his fault. He did a stupid thing.
It's so... He talked about how, a long time ago, he killed someone in a fit of rage.
Yeah, he told us about that too.
And when you're faced with those issues again, if you haven't worked on them, then you're just going to fall back into that pattern. And how is he supposed to work on this very hyper-specific situation? He's going to get stuck in that, and he's going to hurt someone again. And the only way that he can do that is if we help him not make those mistakes. But it's too late now. We can't do that.
Sometimes, I don't think we can make it right, but, we can do. Get home. And take care of ourselves. And try to take care of each other.
That's all that we can manage.
And that's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay.
After this conversation, you guys periodically are checking the door to see if you can tell any difference whether or not you can or can't get out. What's up?
I wanted to investigate the orb some more.
Oh, you want to investigate the orb some more?
Yeah, I came over here to consult my sister, but mostly I want to investigate the orb.
Okay. So you keep investigating the orb, and give me another Arcana check with advantage.
Yeah. I got 22. I got nat 20, baby.
All right. Okay. Finally.
Let's go. Let's get the show on the road.
Fucking finally.
God.
What you understand is that this is an orb of time perception.
Fuck off, we know.
Yeah, but now you understand that this shows each individual person who is within a certain distance perception of time. That will give you information on how they see the world, what things they can get done in what the sort of difficult to understand wider perception of time is. So there's, as you're starting to figure this out, it becomes kind of a lot because you're understanding the cosmic scope of time and then the perceived scope of time. And I'm going to need a sanity check from you.
Oh, I'm not very stable. Ooh, I got a 19.
Oh, that's stable as fuck.
Yeah, I'm stable today, baby.
You start to get it, and you understand that it's about perceiving multiple things at once as the same thing. But you aren't, lost in this idea, and you're able to understand a little bit more about it.
I didn't get a case of the time madness.
You didn't get a taste of the time madness, yeah. So, understanding this, there's an item called Orb of Time. It's not really what this does, but you can just put that in your inventory.
Okay, what does this do?
It shows the perception of time from these immediate parties when activated.
Okay, what does that do in dumb bitch terms?
It shows you how everybody perceives time.
What does that mean?
It tells you I don't know how to explain it more simple than that.
Okay, well, I want to look at it from Corny's perspective then. I don't know.
Corny?
Conway.
Conway. Big sword man.
Claymore.
So
that means that you can just pop it open, see what it does, and then you can see a graph of his perceived time. It expresses different colors based off how long things are and different lengths based off how long in the cosmic sense it actually was.
Okay. Is that useful for any situation?
We'll find out, won't we? I guess. Yeah.
Like in the middle of combat, maybe not.
You're
like, how can I fight with this?
It doesn't do anything. Nothing tangible.
Maybe it'll let us know if people are like immortal because it'll be like a super long.
Like, I guess so.
I thought it was going to show us when people die.
I thought it was going to show us people's pasts.
No.
Well, in a sense, it shows us how they saw their past, isn't it? Kind of.
It just shows like, this is like asking a 3-year-old how long an hour is, and they say forever, and an adult is like, God, I barely got anything done that hour. Like that's what we're looking at here.
You're stuck in this room for quite a while. You're checking the door for the storm. It still seems to be raging quite strong. All of you at this point have seen some sort of shade in the room as you light a torch. There seems to be some sort of shape and then disappears. And as you investigate, you just don't find anything. It's sort of plaguing you. It's haunting you a little bit. And eventually you start to run out of your rations that you were given, that you've had from home, that you've had from parish, and you start relying on the bone broth and other stuff like that you can find through Cukunkana's alchemy jug, honey, stuff like that. And after what feels like an incredibly long time, Cukunkana, you look to the walls and you start to see there's some sort of writing on them. Meris, you were 100% sure that there was no writing or any sort of language on the walls, but Cukunkana, you can see something on the walls.
Okay, what do I see?
They're written in Kori.
Oh!
Okay.
The writing reveals that this room is called a Lost Time Sanctuary. This is one of the only places that is safe remaining since the time gods left. This will disallow perspective to alter the flow of time. Groups of people, communities, create an isolated flow of time, and when entering these areas, because of the massive influence, you conform to their perspective. Those individuals of incredibly strong will control the flow of time if they're aware of this information. The Kori and Druids of old took this upon themselves to preserve the flow of time as best they could until a situation is found to revert the world back to how it was before. To do this, they sent many time-locked children to various different parts of the world surrounded by enchanted dirt. These were created children for this intended purpose and were referred to as roots. all bonded with another druid who gave their life for the spiritual support of these children, to nurture them and protect them, never to harm them. Below this, there's a bit of information about druidic corruption, but it appears to have been destroyed by something.
So you ate your twin in the womb. Is that what I'm hearing?
I don't know. I want to write all that down in my journal for sure. For sure, I want to write that down.
Druid what? What was the last bit? But it's got scratched out. Druid what?
There's some information that seems to be about recent druidic corruption, but it appears to have been destroyed.
So the time-locked room, that means that time doesn't pass while we're in here?
It means that your perception of time is not able to affect the outside world.
I don't understand what that means, Brian. Me, Grim, I don't get it. Can you explain it to me?
It means that...
Like, if I get the zoomies, does time go faster?
What it means is, like you were saying, a child out in the wild experiencing an hour. They're like, this was forever. For them, the way that time moves is slower because they perceive that hour as slower. But an adult, a parent who is like, I barely got anything done in that hour, they alter the flow of time around them and it feels longer. So traveling in groups means that you all typically conform to one sort of time. And when you enter a community, you conform to their time because of the perceived influence.
Okay, so time is moving slower because Claymore experiences time slowly.
Yes.
Give me the ring.
No.
Give me the ring.
No.
I need it.
No.
I'll get you in on the call. I'm not going to be mean to him, I promise.
Okay, but you're not going to do anything to the ring?
No, I just want to talk, literally.
Okay.
You can join the call if you want, if you don't trust me.
I would love to be dialed in.
Yeah. All right, I put the ring on.
Hello?
Hi, how you doing?
It's
Cukunkana. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Nice to talk to you. How are you doing? Yeah.
It's nice to talk to you. Great. Do you want to play a word association game?
So
I say a word, and then you say another word that starts with the last letter of the word I just said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Okay.
Meris, you too.
All right.
Hi, I'm also on this call. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Actually, is Moramdu awake?
She is, and she says, Cukunkana,
We're playing a game.
No, hold on. I understand what you're trying to do. Well, wait, did you tell everybody else this information, or is this all...
No.
Oh, okay.
She didn't.
Sure, yeah. I guess I'll play a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, so I guess you go first.
All right, I explain the rules. Ice.
Eggs.
Stab.
Big.
Giant.
Taste.
Eggs. Fuck.
She lost!
Meris is out.
Oh, what fun time we have. All right, Meris is out. Next, we go next. Baby.
Yellow. White.
Earth.
Eggs.
Hello.
No, you're out.
Hello. Old.
Dick.
Oh my god.
Can I also have the orb out and just be checking on how his time is doing?
Yeah, sure. As you take the orb out and you're checking on that, you're reminded that one of the things that was told in this passage with this room is a lost time sanctuary, meaning that you can't perceive your way faster out of this room.
Why not?
Because that's what it says. That's what it's built for.
Well, how the hell are we supposed to get out?
You just gotta wait.
But we're out of food, Brian.
This sucks, right?
Yeah, we gotta get out. All right, the storm's still going?
Marilyn, Meris, you want to check the storm?
Yeah, I'll check the storm.
Me and Claymore are still playing word games in my brain.
Okay. Meris, roll a investigation check. Perception check, actually.
Perception, you say? Doesn't matter. Don't know why I'm looking. I rolled a 5.
Okay. Could be anything. Cukunkana, though, you see something at the side of the room where everybody keeps seeing that shadow.
I point my finger at it.
It's grotesque. It's misshapen. It's inhuman. It's bestial. It's the shape that Maha was when she consumed you in that dream. Meris, you also see her. Maha is muttering to herself. I should have been the one to go out instead of this lazy, immature teenager. How high? I will soon find out to get my body and do things the right way. And that's where we're going to end it.
Cukunkana's not even lazy.
Yeah, I mean, I work so hard.
Like anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you, Shadow Mom.
Yeah, fuck you.
Oh, I'm writing that down. Fuck you, Shadow Mom.
Thank you everyone for listening to episode 22 of Tales of Bone and Ice, starring Grimhilde as Cukunkana, Marilyn as Meris, and myself, Brian Sherwood, as the DM. Music and editing done by Chelsea Love, with additional editing done by Brian Sherwood. We had a lot going on this edit, from floods to school, but we're here and we hope the wait was worth it. With that in mind, we're going to start shilling ourselves, so if you don't already, give us a follow on Twitter at BonePod, at TikTok at Tales of Bone and Ice, and consider subscribing to our Patreon, also at Tales of Bone and Ice. Our first Patreon goal is to get Marilyn a new microphone. As always, thank you so much for listening, and remember, you deserve the kindness that you show others.
We didn't introduce ourselves.
Oh, but that's because when Marilyn does it, she introduces everybody for each other.
Oh, well, you've made us introduce ourselves after I introduced everyone.
We're professionals.
Play that track again.
Yeah, play that shit more times.
Well, like, there was this one time I did a really great introduction where I introduced everybody, and then you made me do it a second time.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I'm a professionals.
I'm Marilyn, and I play Marilyn.
I'm Marilyn. I've been Marilyn. I continue to be Marilyn.
Yeah, are you also Marilyn over there?
Yes, I am 100% Marilyn.
There you go. Pick it up on the bit.